We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Get home, boys. We got this.
Now a third-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. You look at this Bears defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. They run straight ahead here with White, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Bucs at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. Down the right sideline, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On second down, they'll run with White. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in by Evans here. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. You look at this Bears defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Out of the gun, Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They run with a former Panther. It's Deontay Foreman. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap, Fields. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A play fake, now Fields to throw. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So this defense come up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And there's Jaquan Brisker getting to him behind the line. Great play by the safety. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Mayfield. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Flushed out right. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. White, he'll try the left side. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs are an extra point away from evening this one up. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert. He works his way forward for a couple and past the field. Just not a whole lot of room to operate for the carry.
No, they did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Back to throw, Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. That is caught by Herbert. Fights through and now a crease. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down. Fields throw here into the hands of Moore. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward.
Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And some room to run now. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here we go. 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met it as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Herbert powering up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw is Fields. And his throw is going to be incomplete. I was told this game continued to be the defenses because the offenses are finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to this praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Mayfield. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Jones. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Bears take over.
At their own 38-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7. And they'll make it 3rd and 13.
You see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep here from Mooney. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long. Charles, he was looking to throw the football. I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second down, Mayfield. And he rifles one incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Mayfield. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. On second down, a run with Herbert. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
One of the great things about most guys that play on the offensive line is that they have patience and extreme confidence in themselves. This group's gotten pushed around the entire game, haven't been able to move the ball very well. But after picking up a first down, running it there, they'll feel a little bit better about themselves going forward.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Hang on, third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Tyreek Stevenson in on the stop. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Throwing. Mayfield. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. The Bucs on third down. They've hit at 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Mayfield looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Here's Jones on the return. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And they will take over 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Herbert. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
And not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
A handoff for Herbert. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 60 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Fields. Buying time to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. And the passing game right now for them not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. One possession game. His hit kept it exactly that.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Fields. And that is incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive and that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Yannick Ngakoue picks up his second sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Mayfield to throw it. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw,
there he goes left side. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are on their way to a 2-0 start. Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Bears 20, Buccaneers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield finds White. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's Baker. Escaping the pressure right.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Now Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. Mayfield to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at